can you talk to us about Border Wars? Did you speak on that yet?
Nah,
the success of Border Wars. Can you talk to people about what is Border Wars, the success of Border Wars? How did that come to fruition? I know you short on time, but can you kind of...
Nah, man. Thank you for asking about that. You know, it slipped my mind. I actually schedule. I was supposed to go live at 7 for Border Wars every Wednesday at 7 p.m., but I pushed it back a little bit because we're doing this. So Border Wars is, you know, another company I started along my journey, and it evolved from the show because we as boxing fans, we talk real reckless and slick. I mean, even when I started, bro, I had the nerve to call fighters bums. Like, you know, if I thought you was a bum, I thought you was a bum. And then I got in that ring and I realized, Lord have mercy, a bum could beat the shit out of me. Like a dude like a Tommy Carpensi would beat the brakes off me. Like somebody that, like Gabe Rosado got 13 losses and someone can make a mistake and call him the wrong B word and he would beat the brakes off out of you. So it's like, you know, you got to learn, man. Them 3 minutes is an eternity. So it started between two co-hosts. So, you know, two co-hosts just couldn't get along. And, you know, shout out to Keith One Time Thurman. He allowed us to go to his gym and let these two dudes get it on. Keith was the judge. The strength and conditioning coach was the trainer for one of the guys, and Dan Birmingham, the head trainer for Keith, was the trainer for one of the other co-hosts. They got it in. Keith stopped it because one co-host was just, you know, too skinny. He just wasn't, you know, able to hang. He stopped it, and we uploaded it, and that inspired so many other people to want to do that. Like, I got DMs like, yo, I want to do that. So that was the kind of the mission statement in the beginning, you know, get off the couch, lose a little bit of weight, and we're going to fight in front of one of your favorite fighters. So, you know, we did it in Keith's gym. Then we went to Erickson Lubin's gym and Kevin Cunningham. We've been to, you know, Steve Cunningham's gym. We had the green light from Wilder for many, many years, but it's just very difficult. You got to land in Birmingham. If you're going to fly, you got to land in Birmingham. It's a very expensive airport. It never made sense economically. So we never went there, but we did it in LA at Jorge Caputillo's gym, the, you know, the trainer of Margarito back in the day. And then we just started to transition into an actual venue. You know, we got tired of being in gyms and we wanted to just like have that look and feel of a real fight, of a real event, of at least a real club show, you know, something you would see in Atlanta on a low level or South Carolina on a low level. So we got with a bar in Watertown, Wisconsin, of all places. And yeah, man, they've been paying a site fee, getting us to go out there. They have a really, really vibrant audience that loves boxing. I mean, yo, the barbershop dude came out. Like, everybody came out. People were walking up to us like, thank you for bringing Border Wars here. And they've made it more special than what it was because of the way that they appreciate it. But, you know, I say all that to say that it started, and it would always be, to teach the fight fan that just because we're watching this on television doesn't mean we can do it. You know, Mikey thought he seen something in Earl too. Like, on the outside is a lot easier than the inside. The anxiety kicks in, you know, the breathing is an issue. You know, so many things come into play, and I really, really, really employ people to do it. You know, I mean, I wish there was some way we could mandate at least one fight per fight fan before you become a fight fan, because you'll appreciate it more. You know, like, I know Tank is like a guy that, man, I'm long-winded. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You told me I called it.
But it's okay though. You are the guest. And go ahead, continue. I'm sure you're saying things people want to hear.
I was just gonna say, man, I know Tank get a hard time because he ain't fighting who we want, but it's like, when you go in there and you're a featherweight and you fighting 140 pounder, I don't care who it is, I respect you. You know, a lot of people try to move up in weight, especially 2 weight classes, and not be able to do it. And granted, Barrios ain't Khan, and he ain't Gennady, and he damn sure ain't Earl, and he might not even be Kovalev. But damn if Tank ain't do the unthinkable. Maybe everybody thought he was going to win, but it's still, you respect the visions, man. And he just keeps showing that he's a special dude, And I'm only bringing Tank up because people like to diminish Barrios. They do like to be like, well, he was supposed to beat him. He ain't really on that level. But again, if you got in the ring and you spar up 2 weight classes, you would appreciate what Tank did, because when you in there with the dude that's 2 weight classes heavier than you, them punches feel different.
Right.
Feel different, man.
Let me say this before you go. Well, this boxing thing can get real toxic, especially as a content creator, right? I'm sure you've seen it. Your name's been mixed in it. I've been mixed in it. Coach, pretty much everybody here has had their some form of quote unquote YouTube beef, right? So I ask you to say this, like, I don't see you doing a lot of shows where I'm gonna diss this content creator. I'm dissing these guys, right? But we know that brings energy, that brings crowds, that brings numbers, and often brings the desired result. Controversy sells. I remember you have been through several co-hosts. I remember one of my first episodes where I was like, this is entertaining. It was you and Boxing MD. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the episodes where he was like, well, show your face. I'm going to be a doctor in a couple. And back then we didn't really see the face. It was just the boxing voice, which is funny now because everybody knows your face now. I remember you with Matt, the producer, Mike on Sports. That's my guy. I want you to tell us real quick the importance of having a good team around you, but also how do you keep how do you find those viral moments without necessarily having beef with other content creators? And what was your first moment where you like, wow, this shit is going crazy? I ain't never got this many views in a day or a week or a month. Do you remember that? Or has it been so long or too many of them? Loaded question, but you can take it.
I mean, in terms of beef, that's just not my thing. Like, I never did a diss video. Like, people do that's a big thing on YouTube. Like, yo, so-and-so goes at, that's not my thing. It's cheap views. Like, you're gonna get, I mean, I can't even say that because some people might subscribe for the controversy and then hope that you're doing that type of content again. That's just not my thing. I don't have the energy to like do weekly diss videos to keep those subscribers happy. Like, my thing is boxing. I just want to talk boxing. People want me to talk more about the lower weight classes, but eventually, I guess, as they get a little more popular, we used to talk about Nonito and Darchinian years ago. So yeah, I'm just not into the I don't never mention people, man. I don't do that. I feel like I'm on some Hove shit, man. I'm old, man. I'm on some Hove shit. Like, Hove don't mention dudes like, all you niggas
right.
Take shots at Jigga, you only get half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas. Like, I'm not really.
Ness, viral moment though. Give me one of your first viral moments, cause I know you got to go and we got another interview. Do you remember like, whoa, this went crazy and I knew I won't looking back. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be doing this for a minute.
I mean, not with a co-host. I would say when I interviewed James Kirkland, and he said Ann Wolf gave him 2 black pills before the Carlos Molina fight that caused him to, look and fight the way that he fought in that fight, and he blamed her as to why he lost. That was a big viral moment. ESPN picked it up. Kevin Aioli from Yahoo picked it up. So that episode was pretty dope. I mean, shit. Ann Wolf called us personally for that, wanting to give her part. So yeah, I would say that, there's moments like that where you break some news on the show, or someone's like, again, that moment where I had like 4 guests on the show with Wilder, Fury, Eddie, like those moments go viral. But in terms of like beefing with somebody, I don't know. Everybody, that's someone else's cup of tea, so they would have to pick that moment.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We got to go because we got somebody else ready to interview. But Nash, you was probably one of the first, if not the first one, I seen blowing that good gas on camera talking about boxing. And that's when I was like, I can do this shit too, because I'm about to roll up. No, I'm joking. But I'm serious though. Thank you so much.